success. I mean, it depends. I don't know. I'm always working on other stuff outside of the stream
So
itself.
let's see how we cripple our growth in one trip.
But you gotta do meetings at some point. There's a lot you always have to do outside of all this. The streams are the easiest part of the job always. It's all the other stuff that sucks. But I don't actually hate it. I say it sucks, but I don't actually dislike it. So 8 meetings like half the job. That depends on the person. I'm always working on other stuff. So outside of stream, I have a lot that I do, but I know other.
I think I actually like the meetings more, not gonna lie. It depends on what the meetings are, low-key. But, like, her meetings are probably boring, not gonna lie. I think it depends on who you're doing meetings with. Because, I don't know if you ever heard, like, how Mr. Beast did it. He did it with, like, a group of friends originally. Like, that's how he was doing meetings. Like, he was doing it with people who were also interested in growing with him. But, like I always tell you, it's kind of hard finding people who are just as passionate with you. to grow. Yeah, and it's just like so it becomes hard because like not everyone's on the same wavelength, and so then people who will be like nipping you in the bud to be like, ugh, this again, ugh, I just want to stream, why you keep talking about this, so yeah, like it really
hey, that sounds like someone I know.
Oh man, I wonder who. So yeah, it's like the stream part, it's like it could be fun or it could be like very exhausting depending on what you're doing. So like I like to stream, but at the same time it's like, you know, you're technically
the stream can be more exhausting than the meeting because like when you don't have viewers, you have to act like you have viewers.
Like, we saw that Lugby video.
Which one?
I guess you weren't there for that. Yeah, like, bro was like, bro, streaming cake. Like, yeah, because he, like, has a
Oh, yeah, the one where he restarted?
Yep. And then he's just like, bro, stream back to 0? Oh, my goodness, I don't even know how to do it. And he's just like, he was just waiting for someone to come back, and he's like, oh my goodness, please, someone end my misery. It's just like, yeah, that's because you're so used to it. The minute you don't have people,
at the end of the, or somewhere in the middle of it, near the end, he made a comment like he understands why Twitch streamers view bot.
Yeah, he's like, I don't.
And almost feels like it's necessary.
Like, he's like, I
was like, damn, that's a hot take.
Yeah, he's like, I don't condone it, but like, I get it now. Like, it helps you get up there. So it's funny because like, there's a stream because Dom didn't want to do the same thing as me, and he was just like, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? Because I was like, I'll be right back. He lasted like 40 minutes. And he's like, I don't want to do anything anymore. Like, because he didn't have anything playing. He's like, okay. And so then he kind of just like, okay, stream ending. So I was just like, but you know, I'm used to stream by myself if I have to. But with him, he's just like, okay, so.
Why didn't he stream something he can just talk through? Oh wait, he doesn't play actual RPGs.
So it just really all depends. That's why I tell him, I was just like, yeah, it's not like, I was just like, oh, you don't.
Like, low-key, I could not picture streaming a game like Overwatch as my primary. Because what do you do when you're like, hey, yo, chat, did you see that? Sick clip! And they're like crickets.
Yeah, I was just
like, your mom fell asleep with your phone on Twitch, you know?
So,
like, what do you actually do there?
So, that's why I was just like, you know, you always gotta find something you could work with. It's just like, you know, I used to play Pokemon. It's just like, how did you play Pokemon back then? I was just like, because I used to be very into Pokemon. It didn't matter if I had no one in here. It didn't matter if I had two people. So, like,
Pokemon has more to talk about than Overwatch. You could at least rattle on that. Oh, hey, I'm trying to get a shiny Pokemon. You know, my IVs are low right now. I'm trying to grind a team to 100. Like, at least there's things you can talk about.
Yeah.
And now on platforms like the Clock app, that can be vital because someone can actually be watching you outside of your stream.
Mm-hmm.
So your rambling can be what brings them inside.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. So, I tell him all the time, I was just like, listen, nah. I would just yap. I would say. And the thing was, he had found out, like, I didn't have anyone in my chat. Like, I didn't have friends or family. He was just like, you did it by yourself, like, with no support. I was like, no support. Because, like, my mom didn't understand the concept of it. Like, and even she did, she was like, she didn't, like, think, like, she was freaked out by the concept. So my friends were not like really there for it. So I was just like, you have friends there? My friends did not show up. So I was just like,
I
yeah.
mean, I had two friends that streams and they don't even show up. I don't think nothing of it.
So, like,
you know, schedules don't work, content don't work. It's
like, so
it is what it is.
Potato would show up from time to time. I had you in the background. So Potato would show up from time to time. And like, and I had one other person, but the other person, it just didn't work out. So it was just like, yeah, it was just interesting. I was like, interesting. So yeah.
Hey, you know, I gotta say, I am jealous of her background.
So
I don't know if you see it.
I see her background.
But she's got like the Mega Man, what is it? The network, Battle Network?
Mm-hmm.
Helmet and Mega Buster there. I'm a bit jealous of that.
Oh yeah, I was trying to get you a background like this when it was still on sale, like to get like one of those custom backgrounds, but I haven't seen that person get on sale in a while, so.
Oh, I'll end up figuring that out at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, and they got Big Mouth Billy Bass there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
She's definitely got to be around my age.
Yeah.
Even know that thing.
Yeah, she.
JJ's like, yeah.
Big
but no, like to me, I'm gonna take a guess and say that meetings are like washing hands. You should always have them, but just not everyone understands the concept.
I think it's more with some people have a manager, like, so she definitely has a manager because of her well, she was in V Shoujo and stuff like that, so like she definitely has more of a professional type of look into this, so not everyone has that same mindset. But yeah, when you're indie, it's definitely gonna be a lot harder than, you know, doing it like corporate VTubers. So she definitely has that over us. So I'm not shocked that she has like, all this
but
stuff.
There is a strong counter for that.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in the game, there is so much data on just streaming in general that you probably would be able to use an LLM to at least ramble your way through a functional meeting.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so an LLM is a large language model. You would obviously want to self-host rather than, you know, ChatGPT because they could train off your ideas, but at the end of the day, you can actually get tips and actually get it to help analyze some of the data. And really, that's a big part of it, is objectively sitting down, analyzing the data. You know, did this segment work? Did the segment fail? What type of schedule for my shorts? What type of schedule for my long form? What type of thumbnails do people respond to, you know? I mean, I could give you a complete train wreck of doing that wrong, and that would be the same streamer who basically wrote a basic rule book for being successful in a niche. She did everything worked, decided to pivot, used her main channel for that.
Hey, Chief, how are
all
you?
the thumbnails changed.
Hey.
And
whoa, Rainbow.
Like, not even all their people were getting pushed. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool name.
Oh, it's like, hey, yo, Rainbow.
Hey, they're rainbows.
W100, yeah, let's go, Chief. Let's go, Chief.
Hey, yo, that's a big W there.
What we doing? We reacting. Yeah, we just reacting.
Yeah, JJ traded Dom M for a less entertaining model.
What?
I don't know why. Something about him sleeping.
You gotta know. What you gotta know? That name? Oh, yeah, the Rainbow? I don't know about that. Oh, yeah, Dom decides to sleep the day away.
Sleep the day away, the night away.
Oh, yeah, all that.
Lily's wanting to taste the rainbow. What is this?
This
is not Skittles. But no, I really think that meetings are really important because one person can only look at one piece of data with so many perspectives objectively. Eventually, your subjective nature is going to take over.
Stream, I have a lot that I do, but I know other people that straight up just stream. They have one meeting with one manager a week, maybe, to just be like, hey, you know, you've got one sponsor next week, here's what you need for it, to like give them a little update, and then that's it. So it just depends on the person. Everyone's situation is different, but my shit's always running, my shit's always going. I do too much probably, but that's okay. That's okay. I like doing too much, you know? Being my own boss is the best part of the job, but we never get days off. No, and you're like always on, not necessarily on like content-wise, but you're always, it becomes your life. Like I'm just constantly thinking about this stuff. If I'm not streaming, I'm talking to someone about something related to some project I'm doing most likely, and like organizing that stuff. And it's just, it's a lot. But I like being my own boss because I like to control everything for sure. I don't have to be the one doing it. I'm not necessarily like a micromanagey control freak where I have to like be the one doing everything, but I need to have eyes on things. I need to like, I'm really good at delegating, but I need to be my own boss. I don't like when other people delegate for me because I like to pick who does what and be the organizer. So for me, it's a sense of comfort for sure, or a source of comfort rather, being my own boss. Because then I know it's like, if it fucks up, it's only because of, you know, me for the most part. Yes, other people will fuck up sometimes, but I know like I can at least see when something's going off track and veer it back on track, or be like, this person's not doing this, let me put someone else on it, right? Like there's a lot of security for me and like feeling like I can do that. But I don't know, some people like give everything up to their companies, their agencies, and let them like be at the top in decision making, and then
Lulu,
do their like
you need a
streamer, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that at all. No way. Did you do well in your annual performance review with yourself? I unironically do performance reviews, but not like I write it up in a report. I just go over everything from the year and analyze like project by project, and then see how everyone I worked with did and decide like who I'm going to work with in the next year. What am I going to take on versus what am I going to take off?
You need Skittles.
Got it. Where's knowing someone else is f***ing up other than you? Dude, do you know how I felt being part of like my last company? Holy sh**. I had to go to like sponsors and other companies and like apologize to them for that I didn't do. They were nice and knew it wasn't me. So when I would talk to them, I'd be like, hey, you know, this thing, I want you to know that the roadblock on that was this. This is what happened. And so I'm sorry, you know, this project couldn't get done or whatever. And they, for the most part, would be like, we're aware, you know, don't worry. If you want to work together, we'll work with you. But I had to like go line by line down the list and go contact everybody and be like, hey, it's me. Here's why we didn't work together, or here's why this project fucked up, or, you know, whatever it was. Like I had to do that. So it was so annoying. It's so annoying. But I did it, you know, and I have good relationships with everyone now, so it's not really a problem at this point. But my God, running damage control for the company you pay to handle damage control. You would think, right? You would think. But that's why I like being my own boss, at least, because then I can talk to people. I know I'm good on the social end with not making people like be mad at me over stupid shit. So you know, at least I could do that. Sucks when someone else makes an embarrassment of you. There were a lot of people, a lot of companies that contacted me and said, I would love to work with you, but I can't if I have to go through a certain company, because we just refuse to work with, you know, not you directly, right? So if you are able to work with us directly legally, please do. If not, we'll be here for whenever you can later. And I was like, oh. Yeah, there's just a lot of people that like, it wasn't a legal thing or anything. They just refuse to work with certain companies. There are even some companies that nowadays work with me exclusively because they don't want to work with anyone else. And they're like, we'll only work with X person if you're involved. Which is crazy. That shouldn't, like, people shouldn't be so unprofessional that any other company feels that way. You know what I mean? That's nuts. Absolutely nuts. I don't know. But hey, I'm glad we're at this point now. I tried to fix stuff as much as I could.
I feel that.